collaboration and your amazing insights that you share as we have these conversations on Yetta Raw and Real. I love that collectively we go so much further and we actually get there so much faster because we're doing it together. So we're getting wealthier in all kinds of areas in our lives. And the ones that I generally identify are relationally. I feel like I know we are collectively getting stronger and wealthier in our relationships, and also in our physical being, in our spiritual being, in our mental being, and of course in our financial being as well. And so this week, on Friday, July the 14th, on the Inside Track on Real Estate with the Decker team, Ken and I are going to have a conversation about the elephant in the room. Huh? Right. Well, have you ever noticed that in a lot of conversations, and I'm sure you have noticed because I certainly have, that there's sometimes this thing that everybody knows needs to be talked about and nobody's talking about it? Nobody wants to bring it to the table. Maybe it's a difficult family situation or a topic that's kind of not going to get talked about, or it could be just about anything. And the only one that I can think about in this very moment is one that happens in context of selling somebody's home. The elephant in the room almost always is selling it myself. Should I sell it myself or should I hire a realtor? Why would I sell it myself and why would I not sell the home myself? It is that elephant in the room. And so when I'm having a conversation with somebody on the phone, before I even go and see them, one of my questions, most of the time, is, have you ever considered selling your home yourself? Because then at least I know whether we need to discuss that elephant in the room, and almost everybody says yes to that, and then either qualifies it by saying how they've decided not to, and why they've decided not to, or why they are still considering, which is a good thing to know, because then I know what conversation they are going to be wanting to have, and I can talk about the elephant in the room. So Ken and I decided, since it is one of the bigger elephants that's in most real estate conversations, or in the room when we're having most conversations about selling, not so much buying, more selling, we thought we'd do an inside track on it. So Friday, July 14th, 9:30 a.m. on CHRI 99.1, we're going to talk about why sell it yourself. I mean, the obvious reason, and it's the one I would have too, because I know you pay us realtors a whole lot of money, is let's save the money. There's more to it than that though. And then there's pros and cons and all of that. So we're going to explore it. I know you're going to learn something, and I know I'll even learn something by just having that conversation with Ken on Friday. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. And then I'm going to challenge you to think about what elephants should you speak about in the context of your family, in the context of your business relationships, in the context of your friendships. Is there something that if it were brought out into the open, there'd be a clearing of the air? There would just be a lightness that would be felt. And could it go south? Yeah, it could. And yet that elephant in the room is actually causing it to go south anyway. So what conversation are you going to have that's going to address that elephant? And then join us on Friday, July the 14th at 9:30 a.m. and let's talk about one of the biggest elephants when somebody is selling their home.